You might be able to have like the metaphor equivalent of a slant
they're
rhyme.
gonna hug it out.
The metaphor equivalent of a slant rhyme there if you went with like a lion, because they're considered the king of beasts, and heroism and being from the nobility have been conflated for hundreds of years as feudalism justifying propaganda. Stop putting these two together. You cannot stop us. No, the bomb! The bomb goes off.
So apparently it's survivalist, heroic as a tiger is. Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard-headed. Call me crazy, but you is not my psychiatrist. Oh, that's the actual. Wow, that is quite a bar.
Been through a lifetime of strife and struggling. Be the best, that's my covenant, and I'm gonna live forever, that's my legacy. Greatest of all time, that's what they're gonna label me. Those are the lyrics.
Yeah.
For those of you who are wondering.
Well, I'm not gonna hate on the second half because you can't just say first name greatest, last name ever, 'cause that's already been done.
That is true. And for those of you who are just glad to have been graced by the amazing rapping skills of Meaningless Name, you know, you're welcome. This is you've achieved nirvana. You know, you've got what life is about. It's all downhill from here. I'm so sorry, but you know, at least you got to the zenith. You know, you got to the peak. All right, and Ichi is just not letting DonShark have what he wants.
I mean, when you think rapper, you think middle-class white guy with an unbuttoned, buttoned-up work shirt.
Mm-hmm. That's what I think of. That's where my mind immediately goes. Yes. All right, the bomb has been planted again. The bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win. All right,
that would be a great mod of
for Street Fighter 6. Just the bomb gets you hit Bison before the bomb goes off. The counter-terrorists win.
Like it doesn't actually end the round or anything. It just plays the sound effect.
Yeah. All right, the bomb is still there. The bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win, but Ichi is also in the corner and very low on health. So in a way, when you think about it, the counter-terrorists are kind of getting bodied right now.
Like, he may have won, but terrorists were on an eco round.
Mm-hmm. Snap the trade.
Oh, wow. That was quite a trade.
If Ichi had just had a little bit more health, he gets back up. Why are we waiting for Bison to stand back up? We know the round is over. You don't gotta...
You just gotta rub it in how stupid that decision was.
You gotta play the duckies out, you know? You gotta let the rubber duckies have their moment in the sun. They go so unappreciated. We go to anti-air from DonShark, and we're taking space, but the parry keeps Ichi from eating a combo there. Still dangerously close to the corner, though.
Got full bar, though, and that's enough to get this carry all the way back to mid-screen.
All right. And we returned to the neutral. We have once again exited the neutral. Kiko, the lightning kicks. Keep Ichi spaced out away.
All right, yeah. Not allowed to throw a fireball in neutral.
So the raw level 3, it does a little damage. It puts Ichi in a slightly disadvantageous situation, you could argue. You know, some scholars might argue.
Spins out.
Yeah, it hits him with the elite breakdancing move, but does not get punished for this.
I really thought he was going to go right into level 3 there, but he didn't. And maybe off of two lights it was
anti-air there. Ichi needs to find something big here. Finds something big, and the super is going to kill. Unless they change the source code of the game in response to me.
Chun-Li.
They're replacing all the voice lines in it's sounding apathetic. True, true.
I'm not apathetic. I have never been more excited about it.
This is my enthused voice. What do you mean? This is what I sound like when I am excited.
Hey guys, we're back again with another round of Street Fighter 6!
Yeah, okay, according to the bracket, the match that leads into mine still isn't over. If you hear me pause repeatedly, it's because I'm making sure that I'm not making Major tear his hair out while trying to TO. When you said Kikoken, that shit had a period at the end of it, not an exclamation point. Kikoken! There, are you happy? Are you happy now, Guppy?
You have to get the rising.
Is this enough volume for you?
It's not Kikoken, it's
Ichi
Kikoken.
holding space with Kikokens, finding a, never mind, drops the wall splat combo and allows DonShark to escape from the corner. I was doing this as a bit, but now I'm unironically talking at this volume. Ichi gets burnt out, is only slightly less burnt out than DonShark is. So when you think about it, you know, if everybody's burnt out, doesn't that mean that nobody is? You know, Syndrome's Law and all that?
Yes.
Yes,
but Syndrome was the villain, so that means his worldview was wrong.
That's true. But then Syndrome, it was also potentially the villain for being against the work's allegory for objectivism, and objectivism is wrong. So when you think about it, he's actually a villain hero. Trust.
Well, no, the media painted him as bad, therefore he must regard everything he did as bad.
That's true. We were told that he's bad, therefore he's bad. Can I just... Okay, this is not really... Why the fuck did Syndrome do all this nefarious shit when his plan was just to, like, invent cool gadgets and then sell them? I don't understand. Help me to understand this. His end goal...
Because he was traumatized as a child.
Villainous end goal is sell things that give people superpowers. Why did... I do not feel that his methods follow from trying to achieve that goal.
Because he wanted to get back at superheroes because he was traumatized by being rejected by superheroes.
It does not feel like a suitably nefarious goal to me to be doing all that, living in a volcano and shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? You gotta get it together, dude. This is, go to therapy. Men will literally create volcano layers and commit mass murder instead of going to therapy. This is, The Incredibles is not an objectivist work. It is a commentary on toxic masculinity.
Me and the boys on Saturday night creating a supervillain lair.
Digging out the volcano lair with the door that is a curtain of flowing lava.
Do you know why, when there's like road construction, you never see any workers doing anything on weekends? It's not because they're lazy, it's because they're using the weekends to take all that equipment and go build volcano layers.
They're making the volcano lair. They're building Elon Musk's volcano lair as we speak. Fuck, now that I've said that, he's gonna be like, we must build a volcano lair immediately. It will be the new corporate headquarters of Tesla. And someone is desperately trying to tell, like, no, Elon, that's a horrible idea. That is the dumbest idea I've ever heard for many reasons. But he's in charge, so it doesn't matter.
Well, you see, I think Elon probably already has a secret, like, volcano bunker where it's his personal sperm bank.
Probably on. He's probably created a volcano labyrinth where he plans to move him and his, quote, legion of offspring. His legion level quantity of offspring. Which, knowing him, knowing his reputation, I assume is based on the actual number of soldiers in a Roman legion. I'm going to assume that without evidence, and I will be proven right within the week. Trust.
All right.
And you can only drive cyber trucks to the volcano lair. Anyway, it is indeed game 3. It is also round 3. We are perfectly tied thus far.
Perfectly balanced.
As all things should be. Ichi is currently...
They also both have meter level 3.
True! It's the round of 3s, you guys. It's the rule of 3s. I heard that the rule of 3s is good in storytelling, so everything shall be 3 now. 3 shall be the number of thy counting, even. If you hit 4, you've gone too far. 5 is right out. 5 is right out. We do a little damage. We do a little damage in this household. We don't burn out, but we do a little damage. And put Ichi in Sliver into Dream territory.
And does not block it.
The Dream's dead. The Dream died, you guys. I'm sorry. Listen. Okay, sometimes growing up is realizing that your dreams are stupid and they'll never come true. Is it? No, they're still... What? Okay, they have successfully fought each other. So there is the potentiality, but we have to get through the losers round before mine first, so we stay vibing. We remain vibing, Chatsworth. The punish counter on the whip throw gets Ichi some damage. I was going to say the corner, but then Ichi got punched, so Ichi doesn't actually have the corner anymore. The bomb is planted. The bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win. We anti-air in this house. In this household, I don't know about you, but we anti-air.
Every time I see, like, good people playing against Bison, I'm like, why doesn't Bison use the stomp more? Because good players actually know how to deal with it.
Yeah, because good players don't let you do that. Crazy, crazy. Speaking of the stomp was a fake. However, it was all a skamaz meant to deceive us. Yo, the spacing on the lightning kicks, though. The spacing traps with the lightning kicks, though.
Anti-air.
Ooh, nothing out of stance.
Sweep into stance into standing.
Yeah, which means that DonShark is able to take a decent amount of space here, get some chip damage onto Chun, throw Ichi back all the way into the corner, actually.
All right, wall jump.
The wall
go stick.
The wall jump
DonShark is
jailbreak.
cornered.
No, never mind. We jump out of there. Devil's reverse. We devil's reverse the fuck out of there. And then get deposited directly back in there.
Oh, no.
The perfect parry
okay.
OS is the high-low, but doesn't get anything off of it. Ichi just takes some space, goes full screen, decides to stuff DonShark out a little bit here.
I think as Ichi, if you get one hitter, you have to just go into level 3. Figure it out for the 3rd round, but like this is dangerously close to DonShark being able to just take the round off a single hit here as well.
And you do also have to think about the fact that he's almost at 3 bars a meter and almost in critical art range. So the cash out potential there is, yeah, insanely
I'm really
high.
surprised he's not in critical art range after that hit.
Not quite yet. All right, we anti-air in this household. We eat into the corner in this household, and Ichi's in something of a desperate situation here. Eats the drive impact, and that's going to be the set. DonShark taking it 3-1 over Ichi and winning a chance at revenge against Mango Copter in Losers Finals in order to try to get into, obviously, into Grands.